Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another thrilling, riveting and entertaining episode of SDS. You are here with myself, Fuad, which means this is going to be a fun-filled episode. And as you can see by the title, we will be ranking every record signing since the year 2000. We will be going through each one year by year and grading them on a tier list. We have got our beautiful tier list set up, of course. But before we do that, let's introduce the table because I have the SDS, what I would call the brain trust. Ooh. Sitting next to me, as you can see, handsome, tall, only 18 years old.
Damn.
We call him L-Face. He's back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. No, this is what he does on the channel, by the way. The lies.
My channel.
We gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it going.
I'm 5'11", 18.
Is it 5'11"?
We called you handsome too.
At least 6 foot and handsome as well.
Sitting across from you, we have
Lie to me, please.
the 6-foot giant.
Wow, 6 foot is him exaggerating.
The man from Toronto. He hails from the northeast, the northwest, the south, the east, everywhere. It's the man of all nations. It's Lias Busini back in the building. And sitting next to him, listen, he may not be the tallest on the table, but he is the smartest on the table. Because this is a man who can speak at least 17 recorded languages as far as we know. It's Abs Busquets, ladies and gentlemen.
Just before we start,
welcome.
No one is going to try and fight each other on this table, right? We can all,
we're friends, right, guys?
Yo.
No one's going to hurl abuse at each other.
Please, guys, yeah?
We can move past that.
There is a peace order amongst us, you know what I mean? We're here to have civil discussion, honest conversations as friends.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
No shout.
No shout.
And it's usually you never cuss, we never fight anyway, so
we don't.
you know what it is.
There was one time out there.
You got rabies. That was that one time. Well, let bygones be bygones.
2025. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not call each other names as well.
No.
Yeah. No name calling, no swearing.
No.
But of course, you can call us whatever you like in the comments and get involved in the conversation as always, because we always want to hear what you guys have got to say and where you guys are going to rank them in this tier list. Let's start. Let's not waste any time, boys. The year 2000 was a long time ago. Some people watching this right now weren't even born. Some of us were into our teenage years. Some people are graduating. I can't expose which one I was doing. But it was Luis Figo in 2000. 36 million we've got here, which was a world record fee at the time.
Ballon d'Or that time.
Ballon d'Or winner as well, yeah. Where do we rank this one? We have, of course, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier.
He wasn't there for long. I think he was there.
He left in 2000.
4 years, 5 years.
He left in 2006, I think. Yeah, I think he would have left in
Went to
2006.
Inter Milan.
5 years.
06, 07.
5 years.
Do you think his time at Barcelona was better than his time at Madrid? Of course, he won the Ballon d'Or and everything.
Yeah, because he came to Madrid. At Barca, he was the best player.
Yeah.
And he was the most important player. At Madrid, he was the first out of many Galacticos that came after, that followed him.
He was the first. Yeah, he was the first.
Himself. The first 2 seasons, I think he was very good. The first 2 seasons, I don't, of course, remember much, but the first 2 seasons, he had that the Barca game, which everyone like the semi-final in the Champions League, the one memorable game, and in the 01-02
even against United. Yeah, in the Champions League, I remember.
01-02 contributed on that Champions League campaign, had double or 3 times, triple season of double GAs.
Doubles, yeah.
Double doubles,
Yeah.
I think his leg. The thing is,
I think it's an S tier, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you reckon?
S, what was S?
Do you say
top?
top of
I think he won.
Do you say it's S tier
he won everything at the club. He scored and assisted a lot. He was very, very productive at the club. Yeah. Right? You would never say Figo was average. Right? You would say he's one of their better players, and he was one of the best players at in the world around that period. Yeah. So did he spend a decade at the club? No, he didn't. But did he do what he was meant to do when he got to the club? I think he did.
It was just unfortunate.
And also, I think being the first of the
reckon?
guys who were to follow as well too. I think that's big as well too, man. He was the cornerstone of Perez's entire Galactical project.
Also, I always feel like him and Nedved and Pires, I always feel like we're like the first iterations. We saw like inverted wingers, where right footers playing on the opposite side, but they were also scoring goals and creating still. Does that make sense? Like, they weren't just I'm cutting in and shooting. They could go on the inside, outside.
The thing is, I'm looking at Essien, and I'm looking at the other
some of the names coming
26 man. Fam. Yeah. I will be real. I hear your point of he won everything at the club. I hear it. The Champions League he won, the league he won, the first two league titles I think he won the first 2 years.
Yeah, he won,
but I'm looking at it. Yeah, my brother. It's like I'm looking at a certain man that is S-worthy. Yes, you won every single trophy, but he won it. One Champions League, which wasn't at that time. It had to be more. Like it needed to be more.
I think if we go off that, you gotta be very careful because, bro, there's not a lot of guys who have
What I'll say to you is, in that Madrid period, of all those players, where you're saying there should have been more, I would say he was one of the ones that I felt like was consistently stepping up and doing his best.
He gave his part. He gave his part the first 3 years. The last 2 seasons, you can tell, calm. But I just feel like I'm looking at S. And I'm looking at certain brothers over there. I think they are S-worthy.
So where would you put him then?
Well, I can't see, but what's the second one?
A.
B, C,
well,
D.
I'm looking at A.
You're looking at A?
I'm looking at A. S,
Leah's,
brother.
you're still
S is
sticking with
too
S?
high.
I'm going S, bro. I think
Vega.
the Champions League phase. Just sorry before you go.
right.
I think the Champions League. I don't want to go too far ahead. But if you can find a lot of guys on this list with more than one Champions League, then my brother, be my guest, man. I don't think there's as many as you think there are.
No, from a Real Madrid point of view,
In general.
I'm looking at. The thing is, I'm looking at in about two years after that. That's another Donny. That, by the way, we're basing it on what?
You're looking too far ahead.
No.
We're
basing it on.
I don't want to start looking at players that
Can we place him here for now and then maybe go somewhere else?
That's the thing. We can move these players around eventually.
We're basing impact.
Yeah.
We're basing it on what? Legacy.
Yeah.
And we're basing it on financial value.
How good Madrid was.
Value for money. Value for money.
He was good value for money, I think.
Yes.
He won everything he needed to. He was one of the best players in the world.
Not the legacy.
He's one of Real Madrid's legends. We consider him a Real Madrid legend, no?
I find it hard not to put him in.
If you're mentioning
Wait. You're saying he's not a Madrid legend.
Hold on. The guy's a legend for one reason only, Ak. Let's be real. Like when people remember
Because you
Figo,
got him from
when people remember
Barcelona.
Figo,
Question.
he's known for that reason. Go back. No.
Question.
Let's rewrite my man's history.
Does that not play an even bigger factor
that's a
under
bigger
pressure
legend.
to even perform?
I respect it because he came from Barcelona.
You actually came and
I respect
delivered
it,
what you
because
were
what he did, he slapped
supposed to
the-
deliver on. Like, I feel like nowadays, if you
it's
did
too
that
high,
type of transfer now,
bro.
a lot of these players nowadays would crumble under that type of pressure.
brother.
He actually stepped up and delivered what he needed to.
I think we could put him in 8
You're
for now.
saying
I think-
he's
I think
not
we
a
could- I think-
legend, it's
because
crazy.
you're mentioning a player that 3 out of the 5 seasons that you're saying that he was there, you thought he performed really well.
that's just too high,
You're talking about a player that scored and created chances for his team. You're talking about a player that won everything for his club at the time.
A is respectable. Like,
I don't mind putting him in A for now,
nice.
and we might have to bump him up to S when we see
If
that
I
no one
see-
else
if I see-
can't get in.
if I see bums-
For me, Figo's an all-timer, man. I'm putting him in
If I see bums,
I'm
if I see
adamant
bums
to
in
put him
A,
in the
You're
S tier.
strong on it?
I'm strong on S tier.
You're strong on S?
Like, I'm very strong on S tier. That's
well,
the
I
thing.
keep it.
Okay, go on.
All right, so
Go on, let's see.
we'll put Figo in S tier for now. That's setting the bar. By the way, for the first
I would
player
love to know, by
go
the
to
way,
S tier.
Faisal says he doesn't consider Real Madrid. He doesn't consider him a Real Madrid legend. Is that like a common consensus amongst Real Madrid fans? Because when I was growing up, Figo was
no.
seen as one of Real Madrid's
way.
like big guys,
One
man.
of the
Like,
faces.
yeah, and he wasn't at the club
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Legend, the thing is, was it you who said it? You and I think it was you that had that little tier list of legends. And what's the thing below the cult heroes
icons.
and the thing icons and thing.
Okay.
Bro, yeah.
Okay. I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
Figo ain't a legend.
Yeah, okay, he's not Raul. Okay,
He's not-
I
he's
get
not
you.
Raul.
He's from, but for me, he's on the
He's
he's on the What's
the category on the legend?
Icons.
Icon,
Icons?
hero,
Yeah.
depending on what
That
you're
is an
saying.
icon for what he did, slapping Barcelona.
let's
But
I'm coming to
a legend, Real Madrid legend, hell no.
It's a big club. It's a big club.
Now I'm curious to hear who's in that Real Madrid
I'm
legend
thinking
bracket.
Ronaldo, I'm thinking a big legend, Ramos, and Figo. Come on,
For me, Figo's right underneath.
Icon.
Yeah.
And because of his bully league appearances. This guy's a joker. This guy's a joker. Because he didn't show up. Faisal wanted a picture. Faisal wanted a picture with Figo, and Figo didn't turn up to bully. That's why he's not a legend.
He's an icon. Icon is nice.
That's why it's a big club with a lot of history.
Let's move on. We'll keep him in the S tier for now. And listen, maybe at the end, if we want to review, maybe move people around, we will. So let's move on to 2001. We have Zinedine Zidane.
That's my boy right there.
6 million. And if we're talking, Galactico, if we're talking the same conversation we were just having with Figo, where are you putting him there?
No, that's an S tier for sure.
Right.
I have them both there, man. I think Zidane's the better player.
So here's the thing,
the reason why I say S tier.
what puts Zidane in S tier
That doesn't allow you to put
allow
Figo in there.
because
I'm gonna tell you. He had, I think, the 01-02 campaign, the Champions League campaign. I think will be known for him. Even the year after that, I think his numbers is all. The 2 years after that, the United one, he did everything the United one.
Yeah.
He did everything against Juve, but because we got knocked out on that. I think for Zidane, the reason why his legacy is so important, and not just from a player point of view, what his legacy followed after that from a manager point of view. I think Zidane made the second generation of fans, including myself, I supported Madrid because of Zidane. He made that generation of fans start supporting the club. Like if you put, I did a video for EA the other day in terms of the Mount Rushmore of Real Madrid. Zidane belongs to the Mount Rushmore just because of 2 reasons. What he's done and that traction he's managed to bring from a commercial point of view. Zidane, he gave impact, the value was there, but the legacy is there, the performances is there. Yes, after that, the last 2 years, we knew the Donny is Ma'asalama. It's the Ma'asalama thing, but Zidane for me, that's why I looked at Figo and I'm like, I can't have Zidane there.
And Figo next to him.
The same level, wallahi. It's like me putting nah.
It's almost like there's a commercial aspect you're bringing into it.
It's a very fair point.
It's like that's what legacy is about.
Zidane's also a better player than Figo.
Better player as well.
I think for me, if you actually look past like the quality of each player and you look past the commercial, if you look at actually just their impact on the pitch for the team, I don't think it's all that different, man. I'm not gonna lie. Zidane has the big Champions League.
I was gonna say Zidane always, I feel like, had the big moments, the Champions League performances, the final goal. Whereas Figo, I felt like would have been more consistent on a week in, week out basis. Because I feel like some people would even say with Zidane, some people have said in terms of the league form, it wasn't always as consistent. But in the big moments when you needed him, guaranteed there's one guy that turns up, and that's Zidane.
Isn't that the definition of legacy, though? The impact that you leave in these biggest of moments. And I feel like Zidane did that.
Of course, bro. Of course. No, that's for me. No doubt.
He's got all consensus.
Slide him in there.
That's probably if you ask
about Figo as well, man.
Figo,
I'll come to you soon. Don't worry, man.
Who's next? Is that Rio?
Next up, 2002, we have Rio Ferdinand moving to Manchester United from Leeds for 30 million.
For me, this is an S tier.
Easily.
Yeah, this is arguably our greatest center back ever.
Yeah.
In the eyes of some. I think you could definitely argue he's our greatest ever center back.
Easily. The legacy that he built up with Nemanja Vidic at the back became one of the Premier League greatest centre halves in the Premier League all-time 11, almost guaranteed by basically consensus. Unbelievable centre half that brought a modern level of ball playing to centre halves in his position. So he's a pioneer in that as well, which adds to his legacy. Value for money. Yes, it was unbelievably obscene amounts of money at the time, but has he paid it back? Absolutely, and then some as well. You talk about how the players that were the foundation of bringing players to a club. This guy also on a cultural aspect as well. There's people who are from the area. He's from South East London. These people, it's my area. See, like someone like that come and be one of the faces of Manchester. He's from Beckham, bro. From down the road. But seeing him become one of the greatest players ever.
You give them what? 10 years, 11 years. Won how many league titles? 5?
Yeah.
5 league titles as well too. Was a starter in all of them. Champions League winning captain. He captained the team in the Champions League final as well too.
It's undeniable.
For me, I don't know. That's an S tier.
Okay,
Who is this? David Beckham.
Fairly easy, that one. Next one, we have David Beckham for 2003. 25 million. Now. Manchester United to Real Madrid.
Right? Make sure you don't forget the commercial aspect.
Now, if we're talking brand,
what's the catchphrase?
Legacy.
What's the catchphrase?
Beyond football.
What's the catchphrase?
SABCD.
You've done so many tier lists, by the way. What do you mean?
Why is goodness?
I don't know how many footballers on this list have a Netflix documentary, but I know David Beckham does.
And Florentino Perez said, I know when we sign this player, it's going to be triple the amount of money that we're getting in.
We signed a Donny who killed the team, which is fair from a system point of view. From a system point of view, yes, as you said. Commercially, he was there. Commercially, he did his numbers. You know what I mean? The little underwear shirts and that shit. It what is that? The brands is fine. This and that.
Yeah.
The thing is about Beckham, yeah. The thing is about Beck.
Talk to
about
us.
David.
Talk about David.
about David. Yeah.
Dave.
The guy was there. David.
David Beckham did inside your book. David Beckham did inside your book.
There's a signature missing here. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you are unaware, once upon a time when David was, when Faisal was a youngster, there was a David Beckham Adidas camp held in, some village in Denmark, I think it is. And every kid at the camp got their book signed by David Beckham for attending.
Yeah.
Guess who was the only child.
The
who
odd
never-
one out. The odd one out.
So just in case you're wondering why this analysis is going the way it's going, why these thoughts are the way they are.
I'm just talking objectively.
It's subjective. It's subjective.
I'm talking objectively. Wait, you can't. The thing is, I'm gonna say my words, and you can't deny what I'm gonna say.
He looked at you like he thought it was Raul, bro. That's what he said. He thought it was Raul.
Yeah, leave that there. Leave that there for the rest of the segment.
Yeah.
Can you prop it up on the mic, please?
Okay, go say what you were gonna say.
Go on,
I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I know. Like he was there for 4 years. Let's be real, yeah.
Fun bomb squad. It's good,
He was
man.
there for 4 years,
Yeah.
I like this guy, man. I like, man. Well, he looked at me
Can
as
you pronounce that
well.
word, by the way? David Beckham. The second word, I want to hear you say it.
How do you pronounce it?
How do you say that Danish word, Mr. Danish?
So basically, he was there for 4 years, yeah. I still, to this day, like, do you guys know, Bex, he won Real Madrid Player of the Year in 05-06.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why?
Biggest scam, I like.
Story of perseverance.
Biggest scam.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Fabio Capello.
No, that's
the
06 or 07. That's 06 or 07.
Oh, was that 06 or 07? Oh, you're talking about the
The
year
worst
4.
thing about Bex,
Yeah.
Bex was there for 4 years. His best stretch of games was towards the end of the campaign in 06-07 campaign.
Yeah, he won you the league.
The last wallahi, he did well.
See,
Him and Rude.
That's primary.
The last 5 games, I see him doing crosses, which I'm like, when
The stuff they love Trent for?
yeah, it's like the last like.
Where did Trent learn these moves, though?
Give Trent 4 years, and if he leaves the way he did, you'll see Faisal turn on him, bro. This guy, he's a mercenary, bro. He's a gun for hire.
We're watching you closely, Basil.
Wait, what does that mean though?
The thing is, I think it's climbing. I'm not sure. You know what? The thing with him is, I think he's actually asking me what it means.
What do you mean by that? But he was there for 4 years.
Yeah.
The guy won La Liga. The last year he contributed towards in the last 4 or 5
Massively,
games.
though.
Nice little 4 assists.
5 games,
Him and Rude was nice.
The
But
way
let's
he
be
got
real.
bombed out of the team.
But let's be real.
Discarded completely.
Let's be
Come
real.
on. Don't do
You're
that.
selling the story
I'm not. But now,
with other players. Can we hear the story for
Okay,
David
but
Beckham,
now
please?
I'm gonna tell you very objectively. From a system point of view, he killed the system. He killed it.
Yeah.
He damaged the whole system.
What was
He
the
didn't
system?
decide to be sacked.
Because as far as I was aware,
we sold
the
Makelele and we brought in my man who killed the system.
So wait.
We were forcing him into Figo was playing midfield and he was playing midfield. Zidane, don't even
Why is
argue
that
with
his
me.
fault?
Don't even argue with me, huh?
Why is that his fault?
He was responsible for
said
that.
Makelele?
Recruitment, whoever's got
He played out of position as well, too. He was always playing out of
They were
position.
going to set a mid and all.
So thank you very much commercially. The brands, mashallah, you did well. Like I said, mashallah. But from an impact point of view, yes, nice little 5 games towards the last season, nice little league title, which you should have done more. In terms of impact in the Champions League games, La Liga early on, like other than that, bro, I'm gonna be real. Like I'm looking at 5
where you
categories,
putting him
yeah. Wallahi al-azim. If we're being real here, like I don't want to be harsh.
You're not saying D for David.
I don't want to be harsh, man. I'm just saying, like, respectfully, innit?
You are.
He's not D.
No, it's not D. No, mustahil. No, it's not D. It's not D.
Nobody. I don't think anybody here was trying to put an S, by the way. Like,
No.
Like you made a case as if.
I personally think he. Like I can't be double standard here. Like I said about Zizou, like the commercially and what he did. Again, like, I can't be unfair.
Yeah.
So I have to be like a fair man with honor, ethical. You know what I mean?
And he played a huge part in a
Ethical
title.
podcast.
Ethical. You know what, Bex? For what you did in terms of legacy, and from that point of view, nice little B. You know what I mean? A nice little B.
Wow, this is growth, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I'm not mad at that.
Nice little B.
I'm not mad at
Faisal
that.
started to put a personal agenda and emotional
Aside,
side.
yeah.
Brother, I don't think you could have done that 2 years ago.
I respect
I
that.
can't. Like even last year.
That's growth, that's maturity. You know what?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Today, this morning. This morning as well. But like,
Something's changed
Fair,
today.
Mature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Fair enough.
B for Bex.
Put David Beckham in B, please. Next up, 2004, we have Didier Drogba moving to Chelsea from Marseille.
that surprised me, you know. The guy was the most expensive that year.
Well, we were saying beforehand, apparently him and Rooney were very close. So either one of them.
I think both of them would have been in this
Yeah, both of them are S.
No, sorry, not Didier. The one that surprised me. Sorry. It's the year after that.
Oh, okay.
Essien surprised
Yeah, we'll
me.
talk about Drogba. Drogba for me is S. He's S.
Why are you ruining it?
Easy.
We ain't even announcing the next question. No, you just announced it. Yeah. Well,
Spoiler alert.
But let's talk about Didier Drogba. You said S-tier. Talk to me about
that's you're talking about Mount Rushmore of that club. He's on the Mount Rushmore, of course. He's one of the 4 greatest Chelsea players. I think he completely revolutionized that club. I think he revolutionized the Premier League in terms of the way the position was played. Big goals throughout. Some of the biggest goals in Chelsea's entire history belong to that man. FA Cup goals, Premier League winning goals, Champions League winning goals. That night in Munich, Didier Drogba is a pillar of Chelsea Football Club. So for me, it's unquestionable.
I still think insanely underappreciated by people. So we talk about how it was the whole 4-4-2. Was the meta. It was the meta in English football for so long.
This video will be coming out on an international break. And you know...
Let's change the narrative around Drogba then, man. Seriously.
It's almost like international disrespect Drogba week.
100%. So, and we're not allowing that on this podcast for sure, especially not with this table here. But Drogba has been unbelievable. He was unbelievable for Chelsea. Like I was saying, it was 4-4-2 was the meta in English football for so long. He proved he could be a single focal point. He can occupy a whole back line by himself. Platform other players around him. Was a talisman for the club for so long. Became a legend. Unbelievable.
I think he'd be even better today. I think he's one of those players that you talk about. Could he do it in the modern? He would be so good in today's game, bro. Honestly.
And I think when you talk about kind of like improving players, I think the biggest reflection of that for me is the career that Frank Lampard had.
Absolutely. They were the best 1-2 punch.
The 1-2 punch he had with him. Go look at 60% of Lampard's goal. You will see Drogba's fingerprints all over that somewhere somehow. Whether it's occupying 2 centre backs, laying it off, dragging space, running in channels behind. For me, he was undoubtedly, when you talk about S-tier in terms of
big games there.
Legacy,
you throw that guy, you throw the ball in the sky, bro. Drogba will find a way to bring it down, bro.
Single-handedly delivering trophies.
And 2 peaks, you know. The guy had the 15 arc, and then he had the.
When he came back.
You know, he left in 24. Same animal, different beast.
I loved it.
Oh, wow.
Put him in
Guaranteed S-tier.
Put him in S-tier.
You were saying though you didn't expect Essien to be on this. Essien at Lyon, bro, was so
I love that because 2005 is Essien with 26 million. And please talk to me about that Lyon period because it was him, Mamadou Diarra, Juninho. They were running shit.
Mamadou Diarra.
That's one of the biggest what ifs at Madrid, man, because he was unbelievable, bro. But bro, I need people to understand. Maybe if you didn't watch Lyon or you're a newer fan, that midfield is so overpowered, bro. You have everything in that midfield. Juninho with the creativity, the goals, the free kicks. Diarra was just the perfect holding midfielder. And I actually think another one, you talk about the modern game, the physicality that guy had, plus the ball playing. But Essien was Mr. Do-It-All, man. Essien was genuinely... Every blade of grass, he gets it. Every tackle, he wins it. They called him the Bison. For me, he's the engine room of any midfielder.
100%.
And the screamers this guy was capable of from time to time. Oh my god, the goal against Barca for me is one of the most forgotten goals because of what happened after. But that's one of the best Champions League goals ever.
I think for that
weak foot as well.
That 4-year stretch between like when he initially signed till about he started getting injuries. I think 09, 10 it was. Bro, he was unstoppable. And I think the first 2 years, I think he even got nominated into the World Player of the Year kind of podium places, which kind of speaks to the impact he was having in all the games. And you look at the team he was in, Makalele next to him, Lampard next to him, and he was still shining, bro. For me, a quality player.
Even a Madrid fan. That's loan spell. That's little right back gimmick fan.
That was at Chelsea. He got injured and he went to Madrid because Jose was still there. So he's like, yo, you know what,
Daddy,
we could get something out of you still. He came through, gave a little shock charge. And
he was surprised. He was starting himself.
Bro, I think he came back to Chelsea the next season as well. Played quite a lot of minutes before the injuries kicked up again. And then
I honestly think
was just like, yo,
when he was at his best in the Premier League, I think he was the best in this position. In the Premier League at least, bro. Bro, honestly, even if you look at in that period,
in the world,
right,
I would say,
in terms of just defensive midfielders, like box to box, that kind of mold of player, I think when he was fit at his best, I don't think there were many, if any, better than him, bro. He was unbelievable.
I agree. Next up, where we putting him, by the way? Where we putting him?
I think the injuries hurt him massively.
Because there was a good 3-4 year chunk towards the end where he was kind of injured quite a lot.
But
the first 3 or 4 years,
put Beckham at C, you know. And I would probably put Essien at B.
Can we please as a because this table is very honourable, you know. You know what I mean? Like we're not Liban and Sharks around here. But like, man, I'm looking at the 4 man up top, fam. Zizou, Rio, Drogba.
Figo's on now.
Come on, Figo, put him down, man. Why are you pissing me off there, man?
I'm not mad at you.
He's your guy, bro.
I'm looking at 4 man up front, bro. Put him down.
I'm not mad at it.
So you're saying that's too lopsided. You want to move who down?
I'm saying leave him there for a little bit. Beckham, though, I think he can move to C.
Beckham moved to C.
And
Wait,
then
wait,
Essien
wait,
B.
both moves. Essien's what?
And then Essien moved to B.
Essien's B.
Yeah, he's B.
I would say, I was leaning towards A.
I was
I
thinking
think he's
A.
B. He was too injured for me. Too injured. I think his best was unbelievable, but I think too many years injured.
He's got some big goals though. He was a one-man midfield for Chelsea.
No, he was a
He-
one-man midfield. That's not
he
true.
was-
That's not true.
When I say one-man midfield, he could carry teams and carry a game by himself.
Yeah,
He
but I
could
can't lie.
hold the game
Bex,
down
listen,
by himself.
I'm more than happy to put Bex C, but
I wanna put them
I'm
both
looking.
B.
But I'm looking at
wanna
Bex
put them both B.
from a
So
commercial.
you want to put Figo and Essien both at A?
No.
He's saying,
I agree with you.
Essien B.
Yeah.
Essien B, but
Yeah.
Figo A.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mind
You're
that, I don't mind
obsessed
that,
with
I don't
Figo. Leave Figo alone.
No,
We're gonna come back to Figo at the end.
We agree.
All right,
I don't mind.
Calm down.
He's trying to strike a deal. I give you this, you give me that.
You agree, Dom? You agree?
Calm down.
Hey, man, why am I getting
We're gonna come back to Figo at the end. We're gonna come back to Figo at the end.
He's a salesman. He's a
Essien moved to
salesman.
B. I think Essien along with Beckham
I
in
think
B
Beckham
at
is
the
C.
moment.
Okay, fair.
I think
Essien was better at Chelsea than Beckham was at Real Madrid.
Alright, cool, but I'm saying if you don't,
Of course,
Cool.
it's a good point.
But
You'll be surprised.
Rio was better United than Figo was at Real Madrid. So what are we doing?
I'm saying, cool.
So what
I'm
we doing?
saying, if
What we
you
doing
agree,
here?
if you
What we
agree to
doing here?
Figo,
He's trying to bargain with me about Beckham. He doesn't even like Beckham, bro.
No. The thing is, your reasoning for Essien and Bex is the same reasoning if you deep it for Figo and
It's
Drogba and
not to
Rio.
the same extent, bro. Essien was way better at Chelsea than Beckham was at Real Madrid.
Facts.
But I don't think Rio was way better at Man United than Figo was at Real Madrid. Why are we acting like Figo was just some side man at Real Madrid now?
And that's a side man. He's not S-worthy, fam. But anyway, man, it's up
Let's
to you.
move on
Moving
anyway.
Let's move
Next
on
up,
for now.
2006, we've got Andriy Shevchenko, 31 million to Chelsea
Yeah, slap him
from
D, man.
AC Milan.
We should change it to F. D doesn't seem harsh enough.
Yeah.
I genuinely
Do we agree
think
with
so.
that?
I
that
need
one. Ready to move
I like that one.
Yeah.
We need to
So just leave him
create
down there and he
a
stays by
new
himself.
category.
Yeah, I like that one.
Not for now.
Because
he's
it was a bad move
a disaster.
for all parties. Like it was. I'd never seen a player expire before my eyes like that in my life. I remember the commentator once upon a time saying he had heavy legs, and that stuck with me. Yeah. Every time I see him in a Chelsea kit, I'm just like, bro, look how heavy he looks.
He was supposed to join the year before as well.
Yeah, he was supposed to join the year before, but Milan held on to him. He won the Ballon d'Or just the year before that. Even let's be honest. Shevchenko was a demon. For 5 or 6 years, was arguably one of the best strikers in Europe.
What do you think it was?
world.
What do you think happened? Because I started watching football the season he joined Chelsea.
Yeah.
I only I heard stories and eventually I watched tape back later. But what do you think it was between 05-06 and 06-07 that made Shevchenko flop so
for
bad?
me, I think the pace of the Premier League was very different to how he dominated. Because in Serie A, that was the one massive advantage he had over everyone.
fast,
He was too quick for the league. Premier League. Firstly, that's regular. Secondly, they are way rougher with you. And I think he struggled to adapt to that. Secondly, low-key, do you know what I think the blessing of what this signing was? This was a sign that I felt like kickstarted Didier Drogba. Because prior to that, I felt like Didier Drogba was turning up in finals and stuff, but in the league, he wasn't as firing. He wasn't as consistent
he won Golden Boot
with his
actually that year
performances.
when
But when
Shevchenko
Shevchenko
was like 06,
arrived,
07, yeah.
it was like, oh, you lot thought you lot can sign a replacement or competition. He
I'm going to another
went
level.
to another level. And that was the year I felt like Drogba broke out.
This is what led to the demise of Jose, man. Shevchenko.
I mean, yeah, you
that
could
was
say.
the first big fracture between him and Abramovich's relationship because he didn't want to sign Shevchenko and Abramovich was friends with him.
Adamant.
Yeah, because he was his friend. He was his friend.
Oh,
He wanted to
100%.
do him a favor and bring Shevchenko his big name. But that was the first kind of breaking point between him and Jose because he didn't want anything to do with him.
And I remember that was a period when like it was a foreign thing of chairmans signing players.
especially
for-
Abramovich,
It was
he runs
only
the club, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, it was like only if the manager wanted a player, you'd sign him. But Shevchenko, I think this is a comfortable one.
Yeah.
We'll put him.
This
in
for a while was the
D
worst Premier League
or
signing
F.
ever, and then there's been so many that
Yeah.
came through.
And we'll get to the last couple.
He looks all right now.
Speaking
man.
of
He looks all right.
which, Speaking of which, I feel like this club is going to come up quite a lot, which is Chelsea, who were splashing the cash around this time.
but this is-
2006,
this is when he signed for
2007.
Liverpool.
Oh,
when he signed for
sorry,
Liverpool,
yes.
yeah.
But no, he's leaving.
He's in here
This is the
twice,
first time. He's on here twice, but this is the first time.
That's
twice.
This is the first time
That's
actually because he's
Atletico.
moving from Atletico Madrid to Liverpool, and that's Fernando Torres in 2007.
He was a gunman,
It's so
fam.
hard.
tier.
But
Where
it's
you
so hard
say
to guard a
A tier?
legacy,
A tier.
though.
Ooh, I almost want to say
What was the
S tier,
price tag?
but do you know what the problem is there wasn't enough one. I felt like
It was also
the
long, it wasn't
goals-
long enough either.
and it was
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
So
leg- 2.5,
Legacy's
No,
hard
because
to
he joined in
it's hard to
what?
manage.
07, 08?
Yeah,
07, 08, 08, 09,
and then
09,
January
10,
left.
and then half of 10, 11.
Yeah,
3.5 years.
No, he
Yeah,
joined
I
the
hear
year
it.
before.
I hear it.
06,
A
07.
tier might be. A tier might
It's so,
suit
it's
better.
so
I
hard
think.
to
No, he wouldn't have.
measure
Shevchenko joined
legacy when you're playing
06,
for Liverpool and you don't win
What year
anything
were you?
major,
What,
unfortunately.
07?
But in
7 or 8?
terms of the best version of Fernando Torres, it was
This
undisputed.
is his best version.
You know, here's the reason why El Face is El Face.
El Nino.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, but you know what El Nino means? El Nino. What do you know?
The boy. The kid. Yeah, the boy.
So what does El Face mean?
Huh?
The face.
The face. Well, he's the reason. You know, El Nino.
What phase is here?
Yo,
You see, when you actually break down the nickname, it doesn't sound so cool anymore, right?
The phase.
The face.
Exactly. I'm unique.
you just brought down your whole character.
It's elite.
Face is killing you.
The face is elite, fam. The face. Don't call me the kid, the boy. Call me Face.
Ain't nobody calling you that.
He was
There's not another one.
he was the reason because
Call me the face.
those 2 years. Call me the Face, man. Call me the. Don't call me Face. The Face.
Yeah.
But those 2 years at Liverpool, in the early 2 years Liverpool, and that Euro campaign, that 2008 Euro campaign,
Unbelievable.
the guy was a gunman. The guy was literally. Well, we're forgetting that 2008. The guy was
Scored the final.
bang the podium, fam.
Yeah.
In 2008.
He had a point. I think he was the scariest striker in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he had probably a year where he was maybe even the best striker in the world. The pace.
Quick.
For me, it was the pace.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the pace in behind, bro. When he got going, it was like gazelle.
Yeah.
And even with Torres, even the way he ran, he looked like a perfect athlete, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even stop him? He looks like he doesn't even look like he's going full pace because he doesn't exert himself, and he's still leaving
It was
guys
a
in the
bit like
dust.
the Kaka syndrome.
Yeah, bro,
Where
facts.
they're quick.
Because
they
they're
don't
tall.
look
No,
like
it's 'cause
running.
they're tall.
That's
They're
what it is.
so,
It's their strides are so
Yeah.
long, and you just see them when players are bouncing off them. You're like, is everyone else going slow motion?
Yeah.
It's like,
You
nah,
guys
that's
remember-
them going full speed.
You guys remember the game, the Madrid game where they beat us 4-0, fam?
Yeah,
at
he
Anfield?
killed you guys.
That
Killed
08-09.
you guys. I mean, he killed us. He killed us a few times.
Gun,
He destroyed us a couple
Yeah,
of
he
times.
destroyed us a few times.
Although that Vidic one is spoken about, I think it's a bit overstated, by the way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know why it was overstated?
But-
Because the few moments it happened,
When it did, he's absolutely skinned him and I destroyed him.
But that was him
He
at
was
his
unbelievable.
absolute peak. And I feel like, look, I think
I
it's
like
fair.
A. I like A.
I think it's A.
A.
He's
Because
been
I
there
think
for long enough.
value for money, the guy was there, fam.
Yeah,
Impact.
27 million,
yeah.
and then they sold him on for double the fee, basically.
at the
which
right
is
time as well, too.
At the
the right time.
Oh,
We'll talk about it. He's on here again.
perfect
So.
time,
Yeah,
honestly.
A tier.
Next up, 2008, we have Robinho for 32.5 million to Manchester City, which at the time was a game changer for them. I felt like it was the first big player they secured. Now, of course, there's the
That's like
infamous,
Galactico. That was supposed to be Galactico.
you know, you heard the infamous story of how he ended up at Man City, though? He was just told.
People was going to go United.
He just got told, hey, we're going to Manchester, by the way.
Yeah.
Pulled up and he saw Mark
Remember,
Hughes. He
Chelsea
goes,
wanted him back as well, too.
you're a United legend.
Yeah, it makes sense. This makes sense. Adds up.
He got given the light blue shirt. He's thinking, oh, this must be the away team. Till he pulls
He
up.
saw Casper Schmeichel at the club. He's like, you know what? Chelsea wanted him as well, too bad at the time. Yeah.
And it fell through
But
the
do you
last
remember
minute.
that window? That's because when City just got money that January, I think it was.
They took off
They
from
were-
tax.
No, sorry, summer. Yeah. It was in the summer. Sorry, I think it was in the summer. But they wanted Kaká. Remember, they wanted to spend £100 million for Kaká.
And
Yes,
he did the window.
Yeah, no, but his head was so turned, he almost did it. Then they tried signing John Terry. They were trying to sign anybody.
Everyone.
They were letting their nuts hang, bro. I can't even lie
Because
to
that's
you.
when FFP, whatever, doesn't exist, bro. You
Yeah.
have money, you go spend it how you want.
And it was almost like Abramovich had set out the blueprint for the last couple of years, and they'd come in and said, you know what?
Let's follow
Boom,
that.
We're going to follow that same
To be
kind
fair,
of
it's
blueprint.
crazy. Newcastle would be doing the same if there wasn't for FFP.
Yes,
Like, they would be
100%.
spending, they would be
literally.
dropping 200 million on Mbappe if they could.
They
bro,
are so
100%.
crippled at the moment. I've always said everyone was expecting that when they
Wrong
initially got
timing.
the ownership.
Yeah.
But Robinho, when he came in, everyone remembers the Almunia chip. Initially, he came in, he was
Started really well.
He started really
He
well,
thought he
but
might be
it
have
fizzled out.
moments, but it's just moments.
I think his first
quickly.
season was strong. I think his second
First 6
season went
months, I would have said.
maybe, but then when Tevez and Adebayor came in the next year, and who else was like they had a big. They spent a lot the second season.
Yeah.
He completely just
Faded
fell by the
away.
wayside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He didn't want to
Faded
be there. He wanted to go back to Santos. He left in January, so he was there for a year and a half.
Yeah.
For me,
D? Because
Don't have a
for
D
me,
anymore.
how it ended out as well. Like
been
a
castrated.
good initial 6-month spell can't overlook 3 years where
no, but he was
basically
only there
getting.
for he was only there for a year and a half.
Well, did he not get loaned out to like Santos for like?
Yeah, but
6
then he
months?
left that same stuff. So he only played for City for a year and a half.
For a year and a half. The only thing he had over Shiva, though, that I'm giving him credit for that.
He was better for City than Shevchenko was for
The
Chelsea.
only thing he had as well above that is that he started that
His
little
impact, yeah.
that City after that.
Yeah.
So I would say C is respectable.
I would go C.
C is respectable.
I'd go D, but fair enough. C.
But that's not D,
It's
fam.
not D anymore.
That's not
You're
D.
really castrated.
That's F, bro.
It's
Yeah,
F.
yeah,
We're in
F,
F now.
Oh, fair.
He made the F.
He
started the
good letters though, man. Good letters. Like, we did it in order.
Let's move on. 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Slap that shit in us.
There's gonna be something higher than S in it. There's gonna be something. I know you're gonna say Figo.
Now, we can't put Figo down to Ronaldo, man. Well, let's slap Figo down.
Can we put anyone over Ronaldo at the same time?
Let's slap Figo down. No,
we should put the whole S tier. There should be a new. Yo, can you create a new tier above S tier?
Well, now we can't do this, bro.
No, I can't lie. As the players go on, I'm being sold on it more now, bro.
He said G. He's trying to go to the. Yeah.
You're trying to say G is about S.
No. What are you talking about?
That's being top anyways doesn't make any sense either. We're gonna try to rationalize this, bro.
You try to do G.
All of a sudden now these tier lists make sense when we talk about the ratings. Now
G. He's gonna do G over S.
Random letter. G over S. It's a random letter, bro. You said 3 to 1 over S. These guys are crazy, bro.
I was thinking G was going, you know what I mean? He was doing that. You remember my man
he's
did
doing the Madrid thing.
When my man did the
thought he was doing the madness.
And then they start talking about alphabets. I'm like, yo, what's going on here, man?
We don't do that around here.
Random letter, bro. It could have been H like that, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But 2009 Cristiano Ronaldo.
Guys are crazy.
Genuinely, it doesn't need to be a discussion had on this Thursday. Unless you want to just glaze in for 5 minutes here and wax lyrical.
I'm more pissed now. Figos and saying
as every player, as every player's announced, I hear you more and more.
I'm starting to get.
I can't lie. As every player comes through, I hear it more and more now, bro.
This is flip flopping.
To be fair, we said we're gonna put Figo.
We're gonna review this at the end. We said, but now every player that gets played, all of a sudden, want to discuss Figo. Why are we trying to treat Figo like some scrub now? All of a sudden,
he's not a scrub.
No, that's what we do. You're the instigator. Now you do.
Don't be raising your voice. Yeah.
Don't be raising your voice. Hey, boys, we agree. Boys, we agree.
You gotta start biting. You gotta start biting.
I gotta start being done. Start biting my left.
You're the host. You're the host now. Yeah.
Look at these things. Yo. Is this
Nah. Oh, you take our thing now.
Are you cheating on him? You're cheating on him.
I thought we explained this something, bro.
Him is this little thing. Me and you is this thing. Me is this. Well, I'm real.
Me.
Yeah.
Salam alaikum.
Listen, I'm here the Figo thing. I'm with you there now.
I agree with one thing. I think creating maybe his own.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo should be in a conversation on his own. It's not fair to even rank him with.
Because Ronaldo's the best bargain, fam. Best bargain.
You ripped United off, and that was one of the
transfer. How's it rip?
Just put him at S, man. He does that S.
You know those three little impact. Well, I had everything.
How many tiers do we want to make, man? Seriously.
All right, there's S. Let's move on, then.
I'm annoyed.
I'm still annoyed that he said G tier. SubhanAllah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're keeping it too much, man.
I've got a nice little business proposal.
Talk to me.
It's just
If I hit the name Figo,
he thinks it's from NordVPN, bro. I'm talking about like NBA trade, bro.
No, that one is all mine now. I'll trademark it. No, hear me out. Hear me out.
But like, NordVPN,
I wonder if you actually knew where that noise came from.
First of all, don't you ever send no VPN, fam.
Oh, sorry, Proton. That's so cute.
I'm thinking of certain thing. I think how about as a collective now, we keep S for the top. And I'm talking about top.
Just say you don't want Figo in there, man.
No, what I know. A sounds nice. I like A. No, A sounds nice. So what I'm thinking, just hear me out. It's just an idea. The likes of Zizou, the likes of Rios, the likes of Drogba, let's put them A, because A still sounds nice.
No. Drogba's the only one that for me stays S certified.
I think S certified is for the rare. Because now we're slapping every dick to
every dick.
Okay.
I'm dicking how to say the whole thing. You can't just say every dick. Because you can't just we're slapping every dick. Now it sounds crazy. What we're talking about is
football anymore? Well, guess what? You knew what I meant. That's not it.
That's true. I did know you. I did know you. But that's because I know Faisal Lees. Not everyone knows Faisal Lees.
I'm not fluent in that language.
I'm not now, but I got it.
I know bits and bobs.
But do you agree? Do you guys agree though? I feel like.
Here's the thing. Why do you keep want to review at every player?
No. The reason why.
Okay, now do you know what? I'm starting to agree. Yeah, let's do it at the end.
I clearly said we're going to review this at the end. We could drop 17 names, but he wants to keep dropping Figo out.
Do you agree? I think actually keep a certified thing, bro. Now it's like every brother an S, bro. It doesn't make it unique.
He said S for certified.
We're going to come back to
That's how you spell it, man. That's how you spell it. That's cold.
No, not that.
He got you.
At least respect to that one.
He got you there, man.
I'm saying keep S for something like
Super rare.
Yeah, super rents. Now we're slapping everyone, bro.
Super is horrible.
Well, now we're slapping everyone. Now, bro, by the end of this list, we're gonna have like 15 brothers there, fam. Come on, bro.
No, we're not, bro.
Let's review it. Let's review it.
I don't think we are.
By the way, hold on. If you're a world record transfer, yeah, there's a big chance that you are one of the best signings of all time.
I don't see the problem with that.
Let's make it rare. Like Ronaldo.
I don't know.
We'll get there.
I feel like
we can revise it. Yeah.
I'll bun you guys. Though.
Let's move on. 2010, we have David Villa for 34 million.
That's S.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
David Villa to Barca.
Bro, he spent there, what, 2 years there? It was 3 years. He was injured for like a year and a half
David
of it,
Villa
bro.
for Barcelona, those 2 years was incredible.
How many 2 years? Hold on, 2 years. He had 10, 11, sorry, amazing. 11, 12, he was out from like December onwards, bro.
I remember because the Champions League final
12, 13,
was always
washed,
memorable, but I don't think those were his best years.
Everyone's slapping Figo there for one campaign. We might as well slap
Figo was there for 5 years, bro. Villa was there for 3, and he was injured for half the
And
time.
no one's saying Figo one campaign, but
Well,
he was getting consistency.
Villa for that 2 years is better than what
He didn't even have 2 years. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. He had the first year. He got injured in December at the Club World Cup, bro.
Wallahi, I think that one season is better. No, okay, not one season.
I hear it, but one season is gonna get him an S, bro.
I hope you're not including his Atletico spell.
No, of course not.
Okay, cool.
No, but Faisal, I agree. He was unreal in that season, but he only had 1 year at that level, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't be S.
I would put him in A.
Forget about Figo, bro. Let's look at the rest of the list,
Okay,
bro.
I'm sorry,
Villa
man.
on isolation.
Your obsession with Figo is actually killing
bro.
us.
Yeah, he didn't just...
David Villa though, A?
Oh, he's so good, man.
Fairs.
He was so good. Just not long enough, though.
Are you sure? It's 2 years then?
Bro, no, he was there for 3 years, but he was injured for most of the second half of that period, bro. 10, 11, he was amazing. 11, 12, I think December, Club World Cup final, I think he like broke his leg or something like that, bro. He missed the rest of the campaign.
Yeah,
and then 12, 13, he never came back the same.
being out with a huge injury.
For free.
So I thought he had 2 years. I know about
It's
12,
really
13.
a year and a half, because he started 11, 12 really good.
Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, no, you guys can continue.
Let's move on. In 2011, we have second entry for Fernando Torres. This time, the 50 million transfer
How much
to Chelsea.
how much is that Barcelona movement?
Nah, F.
I think Chelsea fans always say that regardless of anything that he did, and he was a flop. Let's not that. Like, no one's gonna deny he's a flop here. But that moment alone that they say that they send them to the promised land is unbelievable.
I hear it.
Good commentary as well.
But the thing is,
they didn't even need the goal.
They didn't even need the goal. That's what I'm saying.
It's just a moment. Like that moment meant so much for them away from home.
Ramirez's goal was the one that really cemented.
They were through. They didn't need that. The goal solidified it, but they were through already.
Yeah.
Let's not get the final. He got the corner for Didier.
He won the corner.
That corner gets him a C. C for corner. What are we doing here, man? C for corner. Torres at F for Fernando, bro. Put him at F, bro.
I genuinely look at him as a same level as Fernando.
It was a great moment.
Shevchenko and Torres back to back was just like a nightmare situation.
Shevchenko, I never saw his best. So for me, that's why I was asking you, what do you think changed? But Torres, I saw his best.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't remember a player be so good.
And then
Just so bad. Bro, at Chelsea, do you guys remember that the first 6 months for him? He didn't score for like 14 games straight.
I was like, why did he shake his head?
It became a sympathy thing for him, bro. When he scored against West Ham, it was like 3-1 in the mud, and he got his knee slide. People were like crowding him. It was 3-1. They were acting like they just won the World Cup.
Do you remember the miss versus you lot where he went round the keeper?
But let me stick to the West Ham one. When they started celebrating with him like that, like they had just won the World Cup, like they were so relieved Torres finally scored. That's when I realized, I was like, oh my god, they feel bad for him, bro. And when you drop that low from where you were at the top of the world, that's when Torres is done, bro. He's done. And then the open goal, like you said, that was just killed him, bro.
I think him and Shevchenko, exactly as you said, they were similar situations, similarly dominant, and then the powers just, bro.
The reason I asked you for Shevchenko though is like the reason I asked you for Shevchenko is because for Torres, I know the reason was definitely the injury.
Yeah.
The injury to then go into the World Cup.
Shevchenko did have some hamstring injuries as well, but it wasn't as big as I would say Torres'
injury, bro. He never came back the same. Like even the speed was he was fast, but he wasn't explosive like he used to be.
Next up, we see the first actual, big splash of PSG. Thiago Silva, 42 million in 2012 from AC Milan. And honestly, went on to be captain, made loads of appearances, won tons of league titles with them. Yeah. Definitely seen as one of the big players, I would say, of that era of PSG.
And had a good, in terms of impact, we know about impact and what he did in terms of, but the legacy as well, bringing out the next bunch of Brazilian, the Marquinhos.
Yeah.
Marquinhos came because
he schooled Marquinhos to become what he became. Yeah.
So I think in terms of, he ticks all 3 boxes in terms of what he did. That's an S for sure.
And I think for me, the thing is for me, he was almost like the confirmation of PSG had arrived.
Yeah.
Because they were doing Pastore and Lavezzi, and then when Thiago Silva from AC Milan, who, mind you, at the time AC Milan had the Ronaldinho, it was superstar collective over there.
They had that league campaign, that
Allegri title, yeah.
He was one of the best centre backs.
Facts. So for me at the time, it was like a premier signing in his prime. It was a big needle mover, and the fact that he lived up to it. And then even after remember, they let him go because they thought, oh, he's coming to his end, he's about to expire. And then he went on to have almost like another tail peak as well at Chelsea. But
that's an S.
Let him go because he was too old just to go get Ramos a year later, and he was even more washed than Silva was, bro.
It was dumb.
Chill on Ramos though.
Ramos was so much more washed than Thiago Silva. It wasn't though. In hindsight, I agree. Thiago Silva for free is one of the worst decisions they ever made, bro.
That's an S.
But I hear what you're saying about putting
the rarity now. The rarity now. You're not saying maybe that's not an A.
What?
That's S.
Sorry?
I considered maybe A, but you know what it is? He did it for
Thiago
so much longer than
for you. That's a bona
Torres
fide
and
S.
No, because now what's happening?
Because you was campaigning for the S to be rare, and I'm saying, do you think he's like
and you guys rejected my business proposal, fam. So I might so why am I pitching for it anymore? Just slap everyone at S now, like.
So you're on the sabotage thing.
Is that what you're doing now?
No, because Thiago, because you're right. I'm looking at A, and look who you got A, and look who you got S. So he is a worthy S contender, and he's a worthy S player. Okay. So I'm following your bummy rules, because if you listen to my rules,
you agreed to me,
What's going on?
He's emoting, bro.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
Come on, you're a bad person.
We're bigger than that. We're better than that, right?
No. Let's move on. 2013.
Who is this? You are blind.
We have Gareth Bale for 83 million to Real Madrid.
I should be doing that. Yeah. I'll see you next episode with the glasses on.
What did you say?
You said, who is that? I'm saying, bro, it's Bale. How can you not see it? And he's like, I'm blind. I said, go buy some glasses, bro.
But Gareth Bale, man. Unbelievable.
Smart.
Because I had to see away from that. What the hell am I doing? 2 minutes. I've got spectators over here all of a sudden.
Goodness gracious,
working eyes at 28.
Damn.
28.
How old are you?
Damn.
18, sorry.
18. Damn.
I'm proud of my age.
28. Damn.
In terms of impact for Real Madrid, Gareth Bale is unbelievably impactful in the big moments. I think the question that has to be, obviously, I'm sure Faisal, you answer as well, but for Real Madrid, we have the level of other players that came in before him.
Yeah, by his logic, he's not a legend, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're looking at
logic, he didn't have it.
If we're looking at what you said previously,
You comparing
no, just saying by what you say.
No, even trying to be consistent. I know that's bad for you though.
But that's the question to you.
Anymore.
It's the question to you.
It's legitimate.
That's a bait.
Wait, you gonna take it?
I'm not falling for that.
Does he belong with
Does he belong with the Zizous, the Figos?
He's a legend of what he's done, bro. Like we can't compare him with, of course, the Figo in terms of like the level of legendness of that front. But Figo is Gareth Bale is of course a legend in terms of
impactful in more than one Champions League as well.
In terms of more than one Champions League, in terms of that Cup of the Rey, doing it, proving himself without Ronaldo, but also suspended for that one. So everything that he did. Like, it's of course an A. It's of course a legend. He's a legend. Yeah. And I liked the way he said. I watched the overlap interview. I agree with everything he said in terms of the tactics, in terms of the manager, in terms of his time at Real Madrid, the whole golf situation. I get it now why he never came out, because now that the Spanish media, you've seen it nowadays, they're just throwing every shit out, waiting for the players to say, like Mbappe had to come out today and say the knee thing is not real. So I get why he never came out with the golf thing. So
he was one of those that used to boo Bale.
I booed him a lot. The golf thing, I don't like it, but now, A.
No,
sorry, S, 100% S.
Yeah,
1000%.
Yeah.
Anybody disagree?
I agree.
Yeah, no, impossible.
Put him in S.
Luisito.
Next up.
Also S.
2014, we have
Neymar.
Luis Suarez. 65 million
Yeah, unbelievable.
to Barcelona.
One of the greatest strikers of all time.
I can't lie. I do feel like we need to listen to the business proposal again.
I agree, but obviously, he wants to review at the end. Our host wants to review at the end.
Okay.
But right now, it's looking stacked in S.
Okay, you want to do it?
There's some stickers coming. Don't worry, guys. Stay patient. Stay focused, my brother. There's some stickers coming, bro.
The balance, the shit.
Winter's coming. Winter's coming, bro. Trust me, bro. It's coming, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop that pad.
I can still see certain S later as well.
Don't worry. Let's just Luis Suarez at
He
Barcelona.
came off an alien season in the Premier League,
And then went on to have an even more alien season.
It's ridiculous, bro. And the amount, he was winning golden boots in La Liga in seasons where Messi and Ronaldo are about, not just about, they're about and kicking.
Not many can do that.
And not many men can
Only
say
him
that
and
as well.
Harry Kane.
He's arguably the perfect striker, the archetype of striker that you want. He can create, he can score, he can do everything. Score. I will say there were questions about his Champions League knockout stage contributions, but other than that, you see him week in, week out in the league. He's unbelievable striker for Barcelona for how long, and was part of the greatest front line in football history, arguably. So
I think he's the only striker. We're not going to talk about Suarez that much because we know about Suarez, but he's the only striker that I've realised. We did a video judging everyone's prime. And we had like 3 of us there. I forgot who the last person was, and that video never came out, guys. But he's the.
Horror video.
But guess what?
Yeah.
I realized about him. He's the only one
Terrible
that
video.
everyone, like we had like 15 people. Everyone felt like it was either 13, 14. It was 14, 15 or 15, 16. So everyone looks at him at different primes.
no one's able to pinpoint what his prime is.
So he has so many different.
so good.
So many different. And 2 years at Barcelona, second to none. Like,
Unbelievable.
crazy.
Demonic.
That's S.
S tier. Let's put Luis Suarez in S tier. The S tier is getting loaded. I can't lie.
And now we've
Looking
got another
bloody.
S. Hey!
And now, next
I'm
up,
hearing you!
we have 2015.
Alive.
The greatest midfielder in Premier League history.
Bro, I can't let
It's
it
Kevin De
getting
Bruyne.
up now, boys. I know there's
For
thinkers coming up,
50
but the S is looking like...
Okay.
It's looking like a bus stop right
I
now.
will return your business proposal with one of my own. I'm not willing to move mad people from S, but we can go back to Figo. And now that there's been enough that I've seen, we can put him there. Can we accept that? Can we meet halfway?
Okay. Figo can go down.
We can move
Wait, is Figo the only one getting moved?
However,
I think so.
Hold on.
Maybe
However,
Thiago Silva?
all I'm saying, you know what? I respect it, and I'm down with it. However, I just feel like we could even slap a little 2 or 3 of a man to make S a little bit unique. A little bit unique.
Because I'm thinking...
So in that case,
Thiago
you know what?
Silva?
How about this? How about we make it? I'll return your favor. Bex, slap him C,
Okay.
and then slap either one of. I can't lie. Nino, Villa, slap him B, and then slap the S ones at A. Make A a little bit.
How many do you want to slap from S to A, bro? Bar Thiago Silva, maybe.
Yeah, Thiago Silva and Figo can
Who
go
else are you
down.
moving to A, bro?
Other than that, I'm not sure you can move anyone
gotta
else
really
down.
question-
Thiago Silva, Figo
That's...
is
No, hell no.
What do you,
Let me ask you
Ferdinand?
this.
Shut up back there, man.
Shut up, man.
Ferdinand signed in 2002, yeah?
Shut up, man.
Wait, let me just. We said we can ask questions, right? You see how?
Yeah.
Ferdinand signed in 2002, right? When did Vidic sign? I'm asking questions.
06,
right?
Halfway between 05 and 06.
02 to 06, what was going on?
He was the best defender on our team.
Yeah, it was top.
He was unbelievable. Yeah.
Your defense was horrible with Mikel Silvestre, Quinton Fortune, and
so
them,
was,
man.
hold on.
I'm saying,
Hold on. So it was terrible.
was the Drogba not happening in that time?
Yeah. He had 1 year we had a Drogba. It was at that time.
All I remember was when Rio initially first came to United, he wasn't.
This is nasty work.
It wasn't a smooth sailing.
This is nasty.
I was outside.
Hey kids, this is nasty work.
I was outside.
This is nasty.
This is very poor for me.
I'm just asking questions.
This is very, very poor for me.
questions. They don't like
Rio,
it.
you see what he's doing?
Rio, you're welcome to come on the pod. You're welcome
not
to.
with you there.
We can discuss
Not
it.
with you there.
Bro, he will tell you himself when he first joined United, it wasn't easy.
No, he's talking about 6 years. It wasn't easy.
He was still a top centre half.
I'm just saying.
He was still a top centre half.
He was decent.
But you can't just
was it there? Was it when Vidic arrived level?
No.
He was able to arrive because Rio was already there.
And how about when Vidic arrived? Was it all plain sailing for Vidic?
Hold months. Hold
He
on.
had to hold his hand as well.
6 months. 6
Who
months.
had to hold his hand then?
I'm just
Who
saying.
held Vinicius' hand when he came in? You can't bring this logic like this. Come on, Floyd. You're
I said Rio played a part.
You're the centre half guy.
Rio played a part.
You can't do
It was yin and
this.
yang. I said.
How old are you? But he can look bad.
Yeah, but some people, sometimes for old people, the memory is foggy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Come on.
I don't understand you lot acting like I have an agenda. I'm just saying what I remember at the
I know, but I
time.
think you're exaggerating. That's what I'm saying.
I think you're overstating it a little bit.
Okay, I'm just saying. I think Rio could be one of the people that we
Vehemently disagree.
Nah,
if you don't disagree,
Impossible.
that's absolutely
Impossible.
fine. That's then nobody will.
Okay, so then no, Thiago.
We don't need
How about this? How about
forget the dictatorship.
No, Floyd, you can easily make those same things for Drogba, for example. You can say, oh, Drogba had tough times at the start.
he had bad
and then
seasons
he had
when he
periods
scored
where he
few
was-
goals.
You can make those for everyone. When you talk about Rio and Drogba, they were so impressive for their
So
career.
now we bring this back to what you were saying. Do we need to make the S tier?
How about this?
No.
How about just drop
Bale
that?
Bale had moments as well too at Real Madrid where he was
How about we? Okay, you know what?
Rub me?
That
F and F relationship is getting a bit fruity over there.
Let's in that case, the Figo thing. Let's leave it to them. We can.
Oh, now you want to use it.
No.
We had them.
No. I know I had them. I'm gonna get them as well later.
Figo
We're gonna get them
Silva.
later. No.
Alright, cool.
Sometimes in life, be patient.
Now
I'm so competitive.
but now De Bruyne's got an S.
Let's go back to Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne's got an S though. So now, Figo.
Yes, BS. We getting serious, man. He's got a plan. Don't worry.
Where are we putting Kevin De Bruyne?
Yes.
Greatest midfielder in Premier League history.
No, let's slow down.
Potentially.
Yeah, up there.
literally.
One off.
Yeah.
If top two.
Yeah, he's arguably. There's an argument to make for it.
Very strong
I
case.
wouldn't
as
say
well.
I don't like the way you hesitated though.
Yeah, because he's top two.
For me, he's in the conversation. He's in the
That's what
conversation.
it is. He's in the convo.
Calm. S tier, please.
Yeah, S tier.
We don't even need to join on.
Paul Avila.
This is an interesting one.
Pure.
This is an interesting one.
2016, we have
Pogba.
Paul Pogba, FC over here, and we have two Man United fans who experienced Pogba firsthand. Talk to me, boys.
Week in, week out, I can't argue. I can't actually say he was value for money over the whole time he was there. He had a couple good seasons, and when he was good, he was unbelievable. But if I'm being honest, over his time at Manchester United, I thought Pogba was underwhelming. I thought he was underwhelming overall.
So what is yes?
Oh, the delivery on that was
You know what you're learning? Comedic timing. Yeah. You're getting it. What would you say?
Yeah.
What would I say? Oh, it's tough, man. When I'm looking at this list, like, I don't disagree with much that Ab said. I think a lot of his period, the thing that's frustrating for me with Pogba is he only played more than 30 league games once for Man United, and that was his first season. That's really poor when you're talking about a world record fee. He broke the world record fee. That's important to remember here. When he played, I actually think Pogba was good for Man United. I think people have exaggerated because there was so much expectation on him to literally do everything that I think it also detracted from the fact that he was good for us. He was playing well, but the standard was unrealistic for me. Honestly, like when I look now at players that come in for huge fees, similar to how Pogba is, the expectation and standard for them is miles worse than it was for Pogba. So they get less criticism than him, even though they're way worse than he was in my eyes.
Do you know why?
But because he was brought in for £89 million, the world record fee at the time, and the injuries, the injuries for me is the big one.
Yeah, naturally. But even still, on a week in, week out basis, I agree.
He was good more than he was bad. He was good way more than he was bad. For me, it's not even a conversation.
No, I actually don't think he was bad
when
Pogba
played, he was
week out.
more often than not our best, if not our top two player in our team. In my opinion.
No. But he was inconsistent a lot as well. And when I say inconsistent, I mean when it was good, it was really good. And then, like, his bad performances were never horrible. Like, Pogba was never.
He did have horrible performances.
No, I'm saying. Don't speak.
Pogba's bad. When Pogba was bad, it was bad. It was
but
bad.
I'm saying that it came too soon. So there was a season, for example, the one where he got 4 assists in one game. In the first game, Leeds. Right? And then I think he got another couple of assists and he got 7 assists and everyone was like, 7 assists in the first 4 games. Something like that. Oh my God, he might break the record.
Injured.
I remember saying at the time, it was just a reality situation. His performances then dropped off and then he got injured. It was just a reality situation. Like, it was too many times when it was spells of good and then spells of just mid.
I think though...
And for someone... And I'm saying this separate to the outside noise. Because the outside noise was too much. And there was obviously narratives that were not... got anything to do with the football pitch. Like, Souness was going in on him every single week. And that was got nothing to do with the player that he was. It just felt like it was a targeted attack. But when I'm watching and I'm trying to be as objective as I can be with a player that I really, really like, he was so much more frustrating than he was, oh my God.
But hold on.
For so many periods.
But there's a counterpoint to that. Again, he was so frustrating because you know how good he is, bro.
Exactly.
But if you can just look at him,
players, but how good they are, how the talent they possess.
If you just look at them though for his actual performance level without thinking, oh, I know he's capable of playing as the best player in the world, but just accept this is what he is right now. His frustrating performance.
We bought him after 4 years in Italy, 4 Scudettos, young player, fifth pro, Champions League final.
I'm not disagreeing.
So we're not wrong to think that he should bring that level.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but hear me out. Just follow me now. I said myself, yes, he's disappointing for the standard, but also if you can take away the standard and also just accept what he's giving you is still a good level. But I think we took it for granted at times because we wanted more and more and more. And I think when he left, it became very obvious that for as much blame as we put on Pogba and as much frustration as we said, the guys who replaced him were infinitely worse than he was.
And also, another point is that the club holds as much responsibility on mismanaging Pogba as he did himself.
For sure.
But I still think that's being a bit lenient. In terms of, I understand what you're saying about the standard.
At 8 tier, I'm not going to put him
I know. I don't think he deserves to be there, but I still think it's being a bit lenient to saying that obviously the standard of play that we expect is he's not going to be there. And accepting him for the performance, I can't actually accept some of the performances that he did. That's my point I'm making. So there was too many performances that I just couldn't accept a player of your talent being this inconsistent. And obviously the injuries can't be controlled. And that's why for so long it felt so hard for Paul Pogba. And like I say, the club didn't profile him as well as they could. I feel like the best profiling probably was Oli. When Oli just said, don't worry about defending, don't worry about running, just go and create when he played left wing. And he's linked left wing Pogba.
Okay,
goodness me.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
I like Mourinho Pogba first season. That was my favorite.
Oh, that was unbelievable as well. Blonde hair. Come on, man.
If 100 is happy and 0 is unhappy, where were you with Pogba?
That's a good question. Overall, I'm less than 50.
No, that's letting feelings.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's letting emotions come into it. That was not one of the metrics we were saying.
That's a good question. It's a good question.
That's crazy.
No, he's just asking me rather than he's asking me rather than
how did it make you feel?
I was definitely less than 50.
Come on,
I was definitely less than 50.
No,
I was definitely less than 50. Just under 50.
That's crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely over 50, bro.
How far over 50?
For me, the biggest issue I have with Pogba is the injuries. The availability for Pogba for me was a disgrace. That I genuinely think for how unavailable he was.
When he was
but when he was fit, bro,
was he inconsistent?
I think he was good for us, bro.
Was he inconsistent when he was fit?
Yeah, he was, but I think everyone was inconsistent, and he was probably still one of the more consistent players in a team of inconsistency.
Yeah.
When you play in a team as volatile as Man United were at that point, and you look back at that, we were playing him a deep line playmaker with McTominay. Neither of them are defensive midfielders.
Yeah, it's true.
We were playing him and Fellaini as deep line midfielders. Neither of them are like it's.
You sound like you want to put him in B.
Here's the thing. He can't be with Robinho. There's no way he can be with Robinho. Impossible.
Can he be with...
Hear me out, bro.
Yeah, I don't mind him with B. I don't mind him with B.
For me, him and Essien...
right now, we're looking at Essien and we're looking at David Beckham.
Can you say he had a C?
I think Beckham should go down to C. I do. I would probably... You know what it should be? We should have a D tier. Robinho should be in D. Then I would put Pogba maybe in C. But there's no way that Robinho and Pogba can be on the same tier. Impossible, bro.
Can Essien and Pogba be in the same tier? It's
closer. It's just that Essien was never the world record feat. But in terms of... I think Pogba at times was unplayable for us, bro. Unplayable.
No, he was.
I think honestly,
he was ridiculous.
There's so much noise around him.
If we're being real, yeah.
You being real about Pogba, that's
if we look at B, yeah, who are the players at B?
Beckham and Essien. Well, I don't even think Beckham should be there.
Do you think both of them have got a treble? Like Pogba?
Allow me,
the treble in the first season, Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup, Community Shield at Europa League.
Have they got a...
Essien might actually have one of those trebles, by the way, right? He might have won Prem. He might have done something like that, bro. I'm not gonna be careful.
I agree. I do think... Like I said to you, by the way, the business proposal, man, towards the end, man. We'll come to it.
I think
for now, we can put him in B.
Yeah, I don't mind putting him in B for now.
And then we can rescuffle.
I know who this nigga is.
Rescuffle.
Rescuffle. Yeah, we're gonna create the phasal language.
Who's that?
Class.
Come on, man.
Next up,
Zito.
we have
Put your hands on the table, man.
Neymar Junior.
No, well, you know what? That one I'm very intrigued here to find out what everyone's saying because I've got my thoughts.
Yeah.
A for me.
Yeah, I would lean heavily towards A.
Yeah.
I would maybe try and. I think as time has gone on, I'm almost trying to sneak him into S, but I don't think because it wasn't delivered in the end.
No, for me, it's like the Champions League.
But the thing is, the 2019, the final that they got to.
Yeah.
he was a massive part in that, in my opinion.
Unbelievable.
And I think initially when he joined, I always say that first 6 months Neymar joined PSG for me was arguably the best version of Neymar, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I am happy to put him in.
You can't miss as much time as he did. That's my only issue.
That
he missed way
injuries-
too much time, bro.
And the worst thing was it was always at the most peak time of the season.
But he's missing
when
like
you
10
need him.
league games a season. Bro, for me, it's similar to Pogba in terms of availability. When Neymar played, he was unbelievable. For large parts, I thought he was PSG's best player. On quality, I thought he was. But bro, you can't miss that many games. For me, it's not even the Champions League. The Champions League, I don't care. It's not about that. You can be S tier for me and not win a Champions League. But it's just too many injuries for me. And then you think, literally doubled the world record fee, basically. Oh, almost. Because what? Pogba had it at 89 million. Then Neymar took it like 220.
Yeah. He broke the market.
Not enough playtime for me. But I love Neymar. So for me, the football that he played when he was fit was so good at such a high level that he has to be A.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Peak.
Abs.
When he, I can't disagree much with what Leah said there, but the only comparison, the only thing I don't like in the Pogba comparison is that the level.
No, of course.
When he played on that football pitch and touched the pitch for PSG, whether that's in league games or in Europe, was ridiculous levels. I'm one of the best players in the world at standard at the time.
You want to put Neymar to us?
So it's tough, but I'm inclined to A.
Because we agreed that Figo's going to go down, so I see the S players and S. I agree. I don't
There's
think
probably a bit too many holes.
I don't think he's done
his time
as
there.
much in terms of.
Just not enough playing time. For me, when he played, unreal, no doubt about it. Best player in the world at one point for me. I honestly thought around 2019 times, I was like, whoa. Or sorry, 2020 times, I was like, whoa. Messi, because I think Messi started a season slowly or something, and Neymar was playing. I was like, yo, he might be taking the mantle right now. And then just another injury that goes on top of it.
All right. Let's put Neymar in.
You might as well for now as well. For now, like put Figo as well.
Put him at the top of it as well. Put him at the top of that.
Definitely at top. Yeah.
I put Figo.
Thiago Silva and Figo can come down if you want now. So.
Yo. We'll spin the block on that one.
Sorry. Spin the block. Spin it one more time.
2018. Let's move on. We have his PSG teammate. It's Kylian
Mbappe's S. That's an easy S.
PSG's.
It's not about the Champions League for me.
No, it's not.
That's an easy S.
Thing is, it's easy to throw the team
Bro,
credentials.
the guy.
If you're looking at individual impact, bro, he left there as PSG's all-time top goal scorer.
League R.
Yeah.
The guy's everyone, bro. Like, it's S, bro. It's S.
Yeah, for me,
It's
it's
S.
This impact he had.
And even the Champions League, like that's this whole Champions League myth. He scored against Barcelona, against
the big
Bayern,
games.
against
Away
Madrid
as well.
Bro,
Away
like
from
how about you tell Messi to score penalties against Real Madrid, and then at least he can do something. But it's
Slow down.
If Messi has to
That season, he was unbelievable.
that season was incredible.
maybe his best version.
That 2 legs against Madrid.
21,
He's an S for sure.
He has some scary versions at
Who's
PSG.
He ain't never hit that level since, bro.
Scary.
Guys, now we can start packing down.
That's true, bro. But for me, that version of Mbappe, then the next year of the World Cup, that's the best version of Mbappe. And I don't think we've ever seen him at that level.
He agrees.
No, I don't know how you can disagree. If you watch Mbappe now,
I don't know why he's doing that face.
that version of Mbappe is one of the scariest players I've ever seen in my life.
100%.
He's so sharp. He's a good dude now. He's a good goal scorer, but that ain't the same, bro. I don't fear Mbappe like I used to fear him, bro. That's the truth for me.
Next up, we have 2019 Joao Felix joining Atletico Madrid.
Easy F.
Shevchenko and Torres, they need buddies. They
need friends?
They don't have a lot of buddies, don't worry.
I think
I'm joining them in a bit. Hold on.
I can't lie, Joao, you know. I know. No. He's easy F. Easy
I
F.
just didn't hear what you said.
I'm either.
you're the only one that might potentially see something in maybe a potential return to Europe, and one day hopefully he redeems it.
Say what I until now.
Fries in
I'm
the
not
bag,
shaking
man.
your
Until
hands.
now.
Put the bags in the
I love how you
fries.
said his whole full
Put the
process.
bags in the fries.
Right there.
That's what it is for you and him.
The thing is,
Go and watch him in Saudi Arabia and go do vlogs with him.
He's actually doing okay over there, no? He found his level, bro.
But the thing is, with Joao, even like after Barca and after Chelsea, and I think
After Milan.
Chelsea again.
After Chelsea again.
and every time I just look at him, you know how like the myth about him is that he's the issue, not the manager. Like Simeone got so much hate, by the way. Like he can't use Joao Felix, but then every manager can use him. And every time I look here, it's like, maybe it was Simeone. Maybe it was Xavi.
You know what it is? He's one of those, I can fix her. I can fix her. Nah, you can't fix her.
She's a slag. She's a hoe.
To the streets.
She's a hoe.
I'm not saying
She belongs to the streets.
But
Joao Felix. It's easy.
And actually, I
He's
can't
the
lie.
biggest
In this-
idea player ever, bro.
Bro, and I was so sold on the idea as well. Well, like
at one point,
he hooked me when it was him, Mbappe, and Haaland were there at the same time, and them two are flying. And I was like, could you be the guy that's just like, because those two are going to get you their goals no matter what. Could you be that bit of jugador?
There was even a time where Antony was just loaning him with everyone, and I thought, oh, maybe Man United could do a little thing. And then he went to Chelsea instead. I was a little annoyed. But then you just see him, and it's like, he has a lot of ability. He's obviously a very skilled player, but bro, there's no substance to this play whatsoever.
I genuinely think that 2018 to like 2020 period, some of the worst transfers were happening though, because they won't have made it, but do you remember the Griezmann one to Barca? Coutinho, Usman Dembele even, but there was some disaster,
for 55 mil.
And look what he's on.
Well, you 55 mil, like, make it make sense. After one Europa League campaign with Frankfurt.
Nah, he was cold for Frankfurt. He was insane. Wasn't even hilarious.
You know Joao, you know?
Frankfurt and strikers.
I bought stocks in Jovic, bro. I went bankrupt, but fair. He sold me a few stocks, bro.
That's like me with
After one game with Madrid, you know what I mean?
I went bankrupt.
Dusan, that's another one of that period.
Oh yeah.
Those Fiorentina stocks that I bought.
Clubs were just buying bullshit these days.
Biggest hoodwink. But let's move on. 2020, new year, new COVID. Kai Havertz was the record-breaking signing. 60 million.
This one is a weird one.
I was just about to say
This is a weird one.
because there have been good moments, there have been bad moments, there have been.
But he's known.
moments.
Like he gave them the final goal. You know what I mean?
That sounds like Torres-ish, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I said that about Torres, though.
That's different. That's different. No. We can't compare my man's impact with my man's impact, fam. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Why not?
Nah.
But they were both missing huge chances.
Nah.
They spent
Disappointing
a
for
lot of
Chelsea.
money on him, bro.
Was a lot of money.
It was like, what, 75?
But I agree. There's probably a bit more.
But bear in mind,
consistent
let's
level.
be real. In terms of value, hey man, they still managed to get 60 million.
Oh no, they fleeced on
They still managed
they done the digital dash
to get
against
60
Arsenal,
million,
man.
and they got a Champions League from it. They got certain
Barely played this season, of course. Last season got 15 goals in all comps. The year before that, 14 goals, and that was the year where they moved him from midfield to that number 9 position.
Chelsea's kind of Chelsea.
It's to Chelsea.
Oh, sorry.
This guy, man.
Oh, yo.
Chelsea.
Fairs.
Chelsea.
I don't think one goal redeems it, though. That's the thing with the Chelsea move.
But that one goal
Havertz thing.
is a Champions League final
Yeah,
goal.
for me,
It is. But he was so
best.
underwhelming, and especially considering you got to remember when Kai Havertz signed for Chelsea, it was him, Sancho, Haaland, Mbappe. They were all on like a level playing field. Joao Felix was in that conversation. They were seen as like the leaders of the next gen, and I really felt like at Chelsea, almost got found out.
I think he had a growth spurt like crazy though. I think that's really what it is. Because Kai Havertz, if you look at him at Leverkusen, no, but he was like Jenny, he had a growth spurt though. In between Leverkusen and Chelsea, obviously, he was lanky. He's tall.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's been like 5'4". But bro, he got way taller to the point that it got awkward for him. If you look at him at Leverkusen,
Jamal can handle it. You should be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying, Jamal?
Come
on, baby.
Come on,
Jamal Euro 2016 was like 5'2".
Havertz is 6'4". Havertz is like, come on, my Fuad. Havertz is 6'4" now, bro.
Yeah.
Havertz is huge. He used to be like around, I think it was 6 foot at one point at Liverpool, something like that.
Me and Absalom, we've been through growth spurts.
But he was like the perfect.
How was it for you?
Same.
What do you mean same? Same what?
No.
It's not like you're short in this.
He's 6 foot.
Oh, sorry. No,
he's
Let me
6
see
foot.
exactly, bro. The growth spurt actually did kill him, bro, because he was a mad dribbling, shifty kind of player, and then he grew 6'4", and you can't shift at 6'4", bro. Impossible.
Yeah, you see
I'm looking
Baltimore?
at so what?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm thinking right now, bro.
I'm thinking at B.
You know
I'm thinking
Baltimore is
B.
goal is as well. Havertz.
Nah, man.
There you go, man.
What are you thinking?
I think at best he's C.
I think Verts said the same thing, by the way.
Well, I think he's best
Red
C.
flag.
He's not Robinho, man. He's
No,
not next to
Verts-
Robinho.
I know, but I don't even like
Even
Robinho being there. Robinho's in an awkward spot.
Listen. Where me and Abs debating B or C, he's not next to Robinho, bro. He's not
B
next-
and C?
He's not next to
I'm
Robinho.
saying he's best C. Best C.
No.
This is where we need a D tier, I'm telling you.
That's I don't like Robinho there.
He's not next to Robinho.
I would give him a
another
C
column
tier.
right now, can you?
Personally, I would give him a C tier. I think he went there
He
under
ain't
big
next to
scrutiny.
Robinho.
Why not?
He went there. Look, why? Because Robinho had 6 popping months.
Nah, he had some good Champions League games though.
Havertz had 6 popping months after initially when he got moved
He
into
did
that
have
centre
some
forward
good Champions
position.
League
But hold on,
man.
we need to bear in mind there's two really components here, fam. Two.
Big word.
Define that.
It's a dictionary. We're gonna bring it out.
He was like, good.
No.
Component.
That's a big word.
Component.
Let's look at it. In terms of impact, yes, it's not a lot. The guy getting a Champions League trophy. Secondly, in terms of, bro, the value, they bought him for 75
No,
mil.
but you can't take that into account.
Well,
bro.
we can.
I would've-
It's value.
No. No, it's
what do you mean,
value
no?
for money coming into the club.
What do you mean, no, fam? No, no,
it's value for money
it's
coming
both
into.
sides, Ak.
So you're talking. So also factoring
of
in
course.
if the club
Bro.
got
That's
made
kinda
a
shameless,
profit of it.
That's the whole big
That doesn't bode well for
That's the-
Pogba. Be careful, huh? We bought for 89 million, you got for free. Be careful.
Yes.
Please,
We're about to
please,
Pogba
please,
right
don't
now,
go
you know.
where- Don't go
goes
where
out
you
to
can't.
Carefully.
Don't take this where you can't go, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That's a fact.
Reverse that.
Yeah.
Lorry.
You look like a truck driver. But
What's it?
I don't know why I said that.
I say B,
man. No way, man.
I say B is too high.
No, it's not B. Can't be B.
That is
It's not in B, bro.
But Robinho C.
I genuinely don't think even Chelsea fans would put him in B.
Robinho C.
Okay, let's put
Yes.
Robinho down at F then, bro. What
Well, like,
the
yeah,
heck
in
is
that
this?
case, yeah, put Robinho F and put Havertz C.
Fam.
I don't think Robinho's at F. I think there should be a D tier, and I think this is where you
Alright,
get this.
cool.
we get a
Put- He ain't on the same level as Robinho.
Put Havertz top of C. Top of C.
No, I think the D tier should exist. I genuinely think D tier should exist.
yo.
No, there should be a D in between C and F.
No,
but
no,
you can't
do
have
you know what
another
this is?
column.
It's
How
because
can there be C to F?
this is your fault. Because
No,
you
it's
wanted
not.
to relegate Shevchenko to hell.
Yeah.
So we get a new tier.
It still
and got
belongs
rid
in
of our
hell,
D
bro.
tier.
But
And
it's not
he wanted to put Ronaldo into the other side. Did you? SubhanAllah. He wanted to put one part in hell. He wanted to put one part. Yeah.
For now, listen. Towards the end, we're gonna change. We're gonna change.
shift around potentially.
For the time being, let's put him B for the time being.
We're not putting him. Havertz put
He's
Havertz
not
into
going
C.
in B,
Yo,
bro.
you're getting vetoed here.
Top of C, best.
You're
That's
out.
not what-
Hold on.
that's not
No,
what
no, no, no,
Robinho
no.
is.
You think Havertz has been as good a signing as Pogba?
Of course not.
That's
But
what
he's not been as worse as bad as Robinho.
So there should be a middle tier, don't you think?
No,
Business proposal.
I know. I
Shake
hear
his
you.
hand.
I hear you.
And just
I
hit
hear
the
you.
ball.
No,
But
he's
he's
not
he's
as
not
good.
a plus, if you want to call it
The
that.
thing is,
Yeah.
Or you put Robinho at D, or you put
No,
just
put
leave
Robinho
Robinho
at
at
top of F,
C.
bro.
Stop all this shifting around.
You think Havertz was better at Chelsea than Robinho was at City?
yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yeah, he had
think
some
they're
good.
the same
I
level.
agree.
I think they had brief moments.
Yes.
I
But
think
that's
they
because I
had
don't
brief
like where Robinho
moments.
is. Okay, can we just put him in C, please? Havertz in C, and at the top of C. I think is that
change
fair?
afterwards, we'll
Is
change
that fair?
afterwards. There's no way, man. We're
Well,
putting
you guys want to do a D tier for real, bro?
Havertz in C.
For real.
Let's move on.
I've got
Next
plans.
one.
I've got a plan later. Don't worry.
Grealish, C. For me, it should be D,
Next
but
up,
we don't have
Jack
that. So we go
Grealish,
C.
100 mil to Manchester City.
Grealish, I'm gonna be real. Let's put him C. He ain't F,
He's not F.
but he's C. He's with.
Why is he not F? He
I
was
can't
a
lie,
record
wallahi,
Premier League
man.
signing.
Grealish and Havertz are
Wasn't
like
as bad as the
twins.
guy below,
Wait,
bro.
but Fernando Torres was a record signing at the time. Grealish was a record signing at the time.
Grealish was better at City than
Grealish
Torres
had a
was
good,
at
City.
Grealish had a
signing.
good treble season, I think, which was decent. But he was there for 4 years, bro. Like one good season.
whatever
out.
happened.
He was better at City than Torres was at Chelsea, in my opinion. That's the way I look at it.
And-
Torres was abominable. Like Grealish
Facts.
was just
And
poor,
Havertz
bro.
Havertz and Grealish is the same thing. For the same.
So you lot are saying C?
Yeah.
C.
Havertz and
C.
Grealish, I see them.
No,
being on the same-
I'll chat to you.
This
soon.
brother right here, though, yeah.
Who's that?
Next up,
Who's that?
we have Florian. No, wait.
that
One
Havertz?
second.
It looks like him. It's Antony.
Oh no. Yeah, sorry. I didn't have the list up. Next
Oh,
up,
is there something? Damn,
2022, we have Antony to Manchester United.
Oh, this guy.
What we say? S to
You know, a lot of people owe me an apology on Antony, bro. A lot of people. I didn't say him. But a lot of Man United fans. Okay, I hear you. You want to back your player, right? But eventually,
Who's a lot of people?
a lot of Man United fans. Even Liban at one point was given. He was giving Antony. He was telling me, Antony, I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's as bad as you say, bro. Antony was very, very clear from day one. Even when he scored those early goals, first 3 games.
Arsenal debut.
Bro, you could
I
still
was buying
see
it.
this
I
guy's
was buying
bookie,
it.
man.
Yeah.
And then very quickly, it became evident to me, this guy's not good enough, bro. In my eyes, only Jadon Sancho, because of his off-the-pitch activities, is a worse signing than this guy was. He is one of the worst signings we've ever made.
He was horrible. What are you looking at me for? He was horrible, bro. He was so bad.
So if Liban disagreed with you on that one,
Now, Liban was trying to say, oh, he's not as bad as you think he is. I'm not trying to say, hey, Liban, let me be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Liban
Yeah,
wasn't
so
trying to say
mischaracterized
he's
his point.
Ronaldo.
He wasn't
But
a fan. He wasn't a fan,
A lot of
but-
United fans were like, oh, he's not as bad. He can still be a good player for us. He can still... Nah, bro, he was
And then some
crap.
people just started feeling vindicated after seeing that Betis. I don't care what he's doing elsewhere.
Yeah.
He was so bad
Yeah,
at
he was
Manchester
terrible.
United. And yeah, he was just horrible.
The Premier League just destroyed him. Yeah.
easy.
F tier, easy. Next up, we have 2023 Enzo Fernandez
C tier.
to Chelsea.
C, I agree.
C tier.
He's not F.
Yeah.
At least he's giving performances.
If
bro.
there was a D to a D.
He's
This is
giving-
what I want to say, for example. This is where I go back to Pogba, right?
This is
Pogba
making
was
sense.
slandered more than Enzo Way more. But Pogba was better for Man United than Enzo was for Chelsea. That's the way I look at it. I genuinely think.
But different expectations for some reason.
That's the difference because Pogba's standards, he needed to do everything all the time.
Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing?
I think it was just
City now is basically looking like you were a big money signing, but you were
And
good.
you gave me something.
You gave me a little few moments.
I just gave me something. No,
You gave me a little 6 months.
but that's why I don't hold on. Okay, no, I'll come back
That's
to
what
this.
City is looking like.
I'll come back towards
Now, I
that.
would put
Enzo and
Enzo
C.
over all those guys. I would put him in almost in a tier between them, but we don't have that. So then for me, he can't be on Essien.
Who's that? Who's after that?
No way.
Who is?
Next up, we
Alvarez.
have Julian Alvarez, 2024 for 2 Atletico Madrid. Big money signing.
Julian.
Julian,
How's he doing over there?
don't do that because he's gone on a little drought now. He's been quality.
No.
What did
right.
Dawood say?
He's back to scoring goals now.
I'm not thinking of C. I think it's B.
He's B for me.
Julian's B.
B for
Julian's
me.
B.
Yeah. He's had really good moments. He's had dry patches. There's obviously
Some
a
of the
lot
goals
more
against
to play.
Barca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can win them the Copa del Rey this year, or go on a deeper
he
Champions
must.
League run,
Yes, he can.
then yeah, that goes a long way. But yeah, I would say for now it's B.
Julian's B.
See that S tier now is
and
looking
And last
too
but not
fat. We're about to
least,
pattern it now.
Alexander
No, trust me.
Isak.
We're about to pattern it now. We're about to pattern it now.
We'll pattern everything now.
Isak's apparently a lot F as well.
Is that my brother? Yeah, well, hold on for the time
Well, I
being,
don't even
man.
know what you're on. Well, I'd be like, get back.
Harsh on what?
Hold on.
I'd be like, get
Yeah,
back.
Laws ain't here, bro. We don't have to talk about Isak like he's some.
Yeah, it's because of injuries, but we said that about everyone. Yeah, Miskin.
Oh, that's his fault.
That's your defender's fault.
Yeah.
Van de Ven is the one that did it to him, man. You're the one that rapped it for him.
You made the sandwich.
Van de Ven did it to him, man.
Let me be clear. It's not his fault he got injured. It's his fault he came into the season and missed the start of it.
Yeah,
That's his fault.
it was
It's not his fault that
his
he
move was
whatever's
ugly.
on
His
that.
move was
That's not his
ugly.
fault. That's a bad tackle. But the start of the season,
your guy.
that's on him, bro. That's
Your
on
guy
him.
that did it as well.
All right, now
it.
let's talk.
Hey, let's pattern this,
Now
man.
let's talk. Business proposal.
This is looking
Man.
fat.
Shake my hand.
Well, I don't do business proposals. Shit, you don't
Tell
shake
me
your
the
hands before you make the
proposal first.
proposal.
I know, 'cause I know.
This is how you sell houses.
This is nasty negotiating.
Yes, I know.
This is what he sells a house. The floor rips first day, bro. Honestly, you're gonna cry.
I know. We're
roof
gonna
is
all
leaking.
come to an agreement because us four ethical people. Hey, hear me out.
unethical.
Just hear me out. Hear me
I'm
out.
very unethical.
Just hear me out with my. I've got a vision. I've got a vision.
Go
I've
ahead.
got a vision. I've got a vision. I've got a vision. S at
That's
the
the
moment
Raven.
we have. Or how many is it? 1, 2, 3.
9.
9 players.
Go 10
Cool.
even maybe.
Yeah, we
10
have.
players S.
Yep, we have
might
Cristiano,
bother
we have
looking.
Zinedine Zidane, we have Figo,
10, I think.
we have Didier
4, 5,
Drogba,
6, 7, 8,
we
9,
have
10,
Thiago
10.
Silva, Luis Suarez,
10 players.
Kevin De Bruyne, Kylian Mbappe.
Thank you, because I couldn't see any of them.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this, brothers? So we've got 10 players in S, yeah?
Right.
Listen, how about this? How about we make S a little bit unique, a little bit special for S?
Yeah.
For S, you know what I mean? For that reason, I'm thinking, rather than having 10 Donnies in S, how about we make something which is all in business, you have to make some hard decisions. We make a hard decision, scrap it in 5, fam. So make it 5, the Mount Rushmore, I know it's Mount Rushmore's 4, but let's make it another. Hey, hear me out. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. So we make A little bit unique as well. And how about this? I'm gonna tell you the players that I want down, and you tell me yes or no. How about we make F, Robinho, slap Robinho F. Just hear me out.
Why don't we do this?
See me out.
No,
In chat.
Can I talk?
No, hold on.
No, because you're going to make a whole decision for us.
he's asking.
that we
He's
haven't
proposing.
prescribed
He's making
to.
a
He's
proposal.
about to make 7 changes and say,
he's asking.
really? Why?
No. Hear me out, listen. Figo.
Oh, yeah, that impression's so good. It's so good.
I'm saying.
You want to move Figo down?
I'm saying two players.
Big these eyes get. These eyes just get so
Two
massive.
players. I'm thinking slapping in A, and that is Figo
And
that's Thiago Silva.
100%.
Slap them in A, please.
Why don't we do this? Everybody gets 1 move. Each person gets 1 move to move either someone
If
up
there's
or move
ijma, if
someone
there's
down.
consensus amongst
too
the
many,
two, then we
though.
don't
That's too
mind.
many.
Oh, you don't want to move
No.
Figo and
I
Thiago
don't want to
Silva?
move nobody. I'm
You want it
saying,
like this?
let your vote matter.
That's done.
You really
Okay,
feel
cool.
like
Can
that?
everyone
about
get 2?
No, 1.
Okay.
That way there's 4 changes
You start.
to this.
You start.
We made a consensus to make this.
Okay,
nobody,
you start.
Nobody forced us for the table to end up
That's
like
true,
this.
true.
Yeah? We all came to an agreement.
Hey, you start,
Yeah?
you start.
So now
That's
we all
fair.
get to make 1 decision.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah?
That's your
If
idea.
Figo's your 1 move,
no.
guess what? They already agree with Figo. He's
That's your
taking 1
idea.
for the team.
No, that's your idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I might not move him.
Exactly.
But how about this? He gave an idea of
Or do you prefer his idea?
everyone.
I
gets
have my
one.
own idea, but no one wants to do it.
Make it
Okay.
easier.
Can I
This
give
is
you my logic?
democracy.
Can I give you my logic behind it? I think there are players right now that are like caught between two segments. Like there's players that are on the same tier, but they don't belong on the same tier together. But it's because we don't have somewhere else to put them. So for example, Enzo, I don't think was as bad as Robinho, but I don't think was as good as Essien. So we're putting him next to Robinho because he's not as good as Essien, but he doesn't belong there either. There should be a tier, in my opinion, between B and C.
We can't create new tiers.
But I think that's what's really missing because I think there's too many players that are
the framework we're in. We can't create a new tier.
But then our framework is flawed. Our framework is flawed for me.
It might have to be flawed, but within the flaws, we have to live in that reality.
No, but we're adding a tier and adding like 2 or 3 players, so we're not doing that much crazy, bro. I don't think it's that crazy what I'm suggesting here.
All I'm saying
does it not make it easier to just put Robinho down one?
No, I thought I was scared to make harsh
Then we
decisions,
go
bro.
back to me saying I don't think Robinho is as bad as them. So I think.
But you put him at the top and say the top of it.
No, it's not harsh decisions. You want to make dictatorial decisions.
How's that? How's that?
What are the harsh decisions we should make? You lot are saying we should move Figo down, Robinho down. What other ones?
I'm not moving 5 guys from that first tier down.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
fine.
saying.
No,
He brushed that anyway. Do you agree on Figo and Thiago Silva going down?
Yes.
Figo and Thiago Silva going down.
Okay.
Okay, we can put them two down. Okay, that's the first thing we agree on. Ijma, there's consensus.
Cool.
Alhamdulillah.
And now how about this? Beckham, put him in C.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. Are you okay
You
with that,
agree?
Fuad? Fuad, are you
I'd
okay?
rather not.
Put him at the top
But
of C.
I'm
To make Fuad happy, top of C.
No. But
Top of C is okay?
Alright.
Okay.
Robinho, top of F.
Top of F, Robinho.
Oh my days.
Just hear me out. Now, hold
it
on.
already looks better. I'm not even mad at this.
Well, hold on. Who's P? Essien, Pogba, Julian. Who's A now? Neymar,
Can you
Torres.
lot zoom in on the screen a little bit, please?
Subhanallah, bro.
Right.
Nice.
Is that not possible?
Alhamdulillah.
Oh yeah, wallah.
Yeah.
Mashallah, brothers! Mashallah, brothers! Mashallah, brothers! Right.
Okay, now hold on. Now A is Ronaldo, Zizou. Okay.
Real Ferdinand, Drogba, Bale, Suarez.
There's nothing wrong with those guys, bro.
Yeah.
We can have 8 guys if they're
That's
all
fine.
worthy of being there. Then you leave them
And
there.
also, these are world
Neymar,
record transfers.
Neymar, O'Neal.
At the time.
Torres,
There's
Villa.
gonna be some S tiers, bro.
Bro, Figo does not fit that
Wallahi, yes.
bill.
Wallahi, yes.
You're a nas.
Okay, put him at the top of A. Are you happy with that?
Thiago
No,
Silva.
Neymar
Like, sometimes you have to just, if
Thiago
reduce
Silva,
your
Thiago
house.
Silva
I don't want him
should
in
be
F, but if he's at the top of F, he's okay.
He's not better than Neymar. No way he's better than Neymar.
Thiago Figo's not
I'm saying to me,
with the other man.
Beckham being moved-
I think Beckham being moved down to C is ridiculous as well.
Nah.
I don't think he's as mad as you think.
Bro, Bex.
He contributed to our last league title.
I
Other than
think
that, what did he really do?
Stop. I can. Okay, hold on. Why do we put Havertz, Grealish, and Enzo at C? Go on.
Yeah.
Why do we put him there?
Oh, you're gonna say because they had good, good small spells.
Figo had like what?
Is it true? Is it
5
true?
weeks, fam. 5 weeks. That lot that. towards the end.
Beckham.
Bex, I mean, Bex had that 5 weeks towards the end.
Figo's in his head. Wallahi, Figo.
Yeah, we already dealt with Figo. Chill, we dealt with
Listen.
Figo.
No. He had
Alright.
5 weeks. Bex had 5 weeks.
Okay.
It's the same as the other
I
dogs.
like this.
5 weeks. All right.
I like this.
Nasty work, but
I'm happy with this.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
very-
happy with this?
Low-key.
Very happy with this. It's as good as we're getting with the constraints that we have.
This is what he keeps doing.
I'm happy.
Who's a low key?
I'm happy.
Got low key what?
Low key, I'm very satisfied. These guys chill.
Hey!
Chill, host.
Nah, I agree,
Host,
boys.
calm
Are we
down.
happy with this?
That's a good list.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
happy with this?
Well, Hasib will attach, I'm sure, a screenshot.
Hold on. I feel like there's one person that's not happy.
No, I'm happy.
No, he's
Who's not happy?
Are you happy?
Alhamdulillah, I'm happy.
Are you happy?
I'm happy. Enough.
Enough, yeah, with the constraints.
There's a few like I'm looking at.
needs to be higher.
No, I'm saying Thiago Silva. Could you really make the case Thiago Silva is still S? I think you could, you know.
So you lot just wanted to get rid of Figo. This whole episode, you lot just wanted to show. Yo, where's Figo? I need you to go on this pod,
If you
bro.
look at what Thiago Silva done, bro,
he's
he won
S.
the league basically every year he was there.
You're nice.
He was good
Wallahi,
value.
you are the slimiest.
Thiago Silva.
Yo.
You know how?
The only one thing you can say is that the
Exactly
PSG
where
project
he
wanted
is.
to win the Champions League and the Champions League was on after him. But that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
but Mbappe is the same.
Mbappe is the same. But Mbappe hit a height that...
Thiago Silva was
Thiago Silva was one of the best
I can't lie,
centre-halves in the
you know
world.
Thiago Silva is
one of the best centre-halves in the world.
Champions League exits
Silva was
was
He's one of the best centre-halves in the world. That's not... I'm not dying. I'm saying, was he one of the best centre-halves in the
Thiago
world at the
Silva is
time?
their version of Rio, if we're being real, bro. He's their version of Rio. He didn't win the Champions League, but he has a
I think
similar
what is
impact
missing is
for
that
what he-
Champions League.
He's one
What is
player.
missing
He's
is
one
that Champions
player.
Rio
He's
was one of the
player.
best centre-halves in the
He's
world
one
and also
player.
won the
So
Champions League.
you hold on. You want to put no, so I've just established
I think
something.
you could make the argument. I'm not saying you have to put him there. I think it's arguable.
No,
Could you argue? Am I
agree.
wrong for saying
No,
that Silva
I'm
might
with
be
you.
S?
I'm with you on that part. That's why, brother. I'm with you. Don't worry. You want to put Thiago Silva up. I know it's certain. That's why I said, is everyone happy? I'm happy. He's happy. I knew you weren't happy. But I know my brother here is not happy.
No, I'm not.
What are you not happy about, Figo?
No, not Figo, not Figo.
Should we move Rio down?
Beckham.
Since I'm neck and neck.
End the video.
The
Thank you guys so much.
future.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much.
Hey guys, we want to know your thoughts. Let us know in the comments what you think. Have we ranked anybody too high? Have we ranked too low? We have not been able to agree amongst ourselves. Let us know what you think. Get involved in the conversation. We will catch you guys on the next episode. Till next time. Take care.